Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Good morning or good evening to everyone watching Hy-Vee Today. My name is Tony Tone, except for Cody Parkey. It is not a good morning or a good evening for you, depending on when you're seeing this. As a Chicago Bears fan who is also ignorant and stubborn, I say to you, Cody Parkey, a shake of the fist. Oh, no, you have the video? Doink and doink. I'm going to quote Bill Simmons with TheRinger.com. Delmer, stop dancing. Delmer's a Packers fan. Aaron Rodgers was there watching the game, by the way. Doink and then double doink. And something else that Bill Simmons that I'll borrow, I was listening to a podcast this morning. There's Delmer, everybody. We have better cameras on the set of Hy-Vee Today than NBC does. I'm watching the Bears game last night. You still couldn't even tell at first if he missed the field goal. And then their instant replay, as we just saw, they have terrible instant replay. How is it not better than that? Like, you watch the kick and you're like, and here's me. This is me at home. I got the baby, 3-month-old, wide awake. She's doing this. That's my favorite baby face. Just excited to see me, which is wonderful. So I got the baby here. I muted the TV, and he makes the kick. And I'm like, oh, sweet, the game's over. I didn't throw the baby. I kept the baby for the sake of this mime. I got the baby here. I got to harken back to my improv days. Can't forget the baby. And then they called a timeout, the Eagles did, those sneaky devils. So then they get ready to do the kick again, and he misses it. And it doinked once off the upright, the goalpost, whatever, and then it hit the crossbar in the middle. The double doink. And you can't see it here because NBC's replay is terrible. Doink, ready, set. That's the sound. It was so quiet after that happened in Chicago. All you could hear was my dad yelling at his TV near O'Hare Airport. No! The collective no from thousands of angry mustached Chicagoans. No! I dressed like Mike Ditka and we lost? No! I'm really not that upset about it, but anyways, I want to start with some good news, and then we're going to get right to our first guest. If you're watching this show, and maybe it's not you, and I say that a lot, maybe it's someone that you know that is engaged to be married, what would you do if I told you that they could win, your friend, your family member, an entire wedding for free? Ryan Broderson, we're coming out of the gate hot this morning. I do an aisle 2, Hy-Vee giving away an entire wedding valued at over $5,000 easily. Because if you have ever looked at how much a wedding can be, it's expensive. You'll get married literally right back here in aisle 2. I will do the ceremony for you because I am an ordained minister, and I have the power. I say, the power. I will also, yes, we were talking about that. We will do a special live broadcast. I'll also DJ your wedding for free. We're going to take care of the food, desserts, flowers. You're going to get to spend the night of your wedding. We've picked the date for you, by the way. It's February 23rd. I hope that's okay. You get to spend the night at the beautiful Merrill Hotel and Conference Center in downtown Muscatine. My friends at Mary's Diamonds and Jewelry are going to be involved as well. I think I'm going to ask them for the groom's band. People always compliment me on my wedding band. It's nice. It fits around my sausage finger, and it gets complimented. So this is it. I do an aisle 2. Steve Graham, who works here at Hy-Vee, he's worked here for about 75 years now. This was his idea that he brought to me when I was still at the radio station 5 or 6 years ago. And I always thought, like, we talked about it a lot over the years, and my thought was always, yeah, it's a good idea. And then nothing happened, but we're doing it. So if you or someone you know is engaged to be married and doesn't want to have to worry about the cost for their wedding, have them reach out to us on Facebook. Send us a message, 150 words or less. I do an aisle 2. You're hearing about it right here for the first time, ready to go. And I think this is going to be a lot of fun. People get married in strange places, like Las Vegas or restaurants. So why not in a grocery store? We've got the space. We'll take the club room and transform it into your reception space. I think as far as the amount of people, 40 to 45 on the guest list, which I know is small, but if you don't have to spend any money, can I go back in time to 6 years ago and not have to spend any money for my wedding? I would love to win a free wedding, right? I mean, you're going to get this guy to DJ your wedding for free. Do you know how much I'm worth, typically? Millions. Right, Ryan, as I sip my Starbucks? Millions. No, I'm just kidding. I do an aisle 2. a complete wedding right here at Hy-Vee. Thanks again to the Merrill Hotel and Conference Center and Mary's Diamonds and Jewelry. The thing that I like about Mary's Diamonds and Jewelry is that I can text Mary and just like remind her that we had talked about this, and she's like, yeah, we're in. And I'm like, cool, I'm going to put your ad in the back of the newspaper that goes to 23,000 houses. Hope that's okay. And she's good with it. So those are the kind of friends that I have. All right, very good. So if that's you or someone you know, have them reach out. Let's get to our first guest, patiently waiting. Lindsay Phillips, director with Big Brothers Big Sisters, Muscatine County. I wonder if you could, and sorry I have a blister on my hand. I was putting together.
I wouldn't have known if
I know, but now I'm very self-conscious about it. I was putting together a 4-drawer, just buy things pre-assembled is the message on today's show.
They don't sell floor models anymore, really.
They don't.
Do that.
I got this blister, and I look like I work for a living with my hands, but I was just putting that together. Would you have loved to win an entire wedding for free back in the day? I don't know how long you've been married. I'm assuming 5, 6, 7 years.
It'll be 10 years.
Oh my
this
goodness!
Year. Yeah, we'll celebrate 10.
Wow.
So we could renew our vows here. You should
yes.
do that.
I renew an
thing.
aisle too. That's what it could be called.
There you go.
This is great. All right, but no, I'm just saying, like a $5,000 value on a wedding is a pretty good deal.
We would do that. And I, oddly enough, stayed at the Merrill on Friday night. I had a friend out of town, so she came in and we stayed there. It's amazing.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah,
oh my
it's
gosh.
really nice.
And
so
the views
I'd
of the
do it
river
for that too.
Yeah, okay. Lindsay's in. Hey, the contest is over.
I will get married here again to the same person.
Yes, your groomsmen, one of them could be a live lobster. We've got those right over there. Maybe that'll be the ring bearer. We tie the ring from Mary's Diamonds Jewelry onto the lobster. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's not the worst idea.
Crawl down the aisle.
That's right. All right, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Muscatine County. I wondered, and I didn't know until you said it, but apparently we are in January, National Mentoring Month.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of, first of all, I love the new logo scheme for Big
Yeah.
Brothers Big Sisters. It's fantastic. I've seen a lot of posts from people that I know that are bigs, and I didn't know that it's National Mentoring Month, but you just said that off air. So this is perfect timing, right?
Yes. So January is National Mentoring Month, and it's actually they do it internationally as well. So, or I guess wait. Am I saying that wrong? No, I internationally, when does it go overseas?
It's right now.
I should not ask that question.
No, yeah. It's international.
So it's everywhere. Right, it's across the world. They'll celebrate it. So there's days that it's recognized on social media to just give that extra thank you and push. So for us, we're doing some giveaways and really using this month to try to roll out our new brand because we do have a new logo. So I'm wearing it a little bit.
I really think it's something else. Like when I saw it on social media a couple months ago, I was really impressed.
I like it.
Not that the old logo is bad, but look at how sharp that looks, right?
Yes.
It really catches your eye.
I like the green. There was a marketing company out of Kansas City that actually took this on for all of the affiliates for Big Brothers Big Sisters, and now we're all implementing it at local levels. But
I was gonna say it's like a national rebrand, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Yep. So I like it as well. I think it's catchy. I think people are looking at it and noticing that it's different. I don't know if they just get the B yet, so we're pairing it with Big Brothers Big Sisters always.
Right.
But
you don't want them to just see the B and the green B and be like, I don't know, is it a bed and breakfast? What's going on? No, it's not. It's Big Brothers Big Sisters, Muscatine County. I mean, well, any change sometimes for people can be difficult, but it's all good, right? It's to make a good statement. So I have seen, like I said, several posts from people, and what's surprising, there are a couple of people on my personal Facebook that I did not know were involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters in Muscatine County. One of the people that I mentioned, I think I knew that Caitlin Taylor had been a big for a little while, but it was just such a great post to see that she had made. And I know that you have so many folks. Before the show started, we were looking at the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam, and you said that there was a big in the produce department. So they're all over the place. And to get them to share their experience, I know that for a lot of people that are choosing to be a big to a little, they may not want the attention of what they're, you know what I mean? Like it's probably tough for some to say, this is why I'm doing it. They're just doing it because it's the right thing. Is that fair?
And it's hard too because you have a little who you want to be very respectful of.
Sure.
So I think sometimes people are a little hesitant to share their experience just because it's not only their experience, they're sharing it with somebody else. So just being mindful of that. But yeah, so Caitlin's a great example because she was a big before, and then she got a different job, and she has a family now and stuff. So she actually got involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters in a different way, as one of our committee members to help plan Bowl for Kids' Sake, and she always stayed involved and helping. She worked for Phelps for years, and she was like the T-shirt girl. You know, she stayed involved with us in a majority of ways, and then school-based mentoring was something that fit back into her life again. So she's been with her little for 2 years, I think, now.
That's
again.
Incredible. All right. I have that on my list. We've talked about this before, but the different ways that people can become a big to a little, the school-based program and then the out-of-school program. So for people like Caitlin and the other examples where you may have an hour during your workday where your employer is like, cool, go. That's how Hy-Vee is. I mean, I can pretty much do whatever if it's the right thing. And by the way, just to get off subject for a second, unbelievable picture. Keep it there. So talk about this for a second. This is so powerful.
So this is Ozzy Mendoza, and if anybody knows Ozzy, you know that he's just awesome. But he was one of the first school-based mentors in Muscatine through a pilot program with H&I, actually. He works for Bridgestone now, but so they were matched at Madison School. The reason I love this story is because when we close matches, I think we have this feeling that, oh, another one closed, or like we feel like we almost failed a little bit. And it's not true. So this is the perfect example. The little Jorge, he actually called, it's probably been like 6 months ago now, and he said, I was matched in your program. I don't remember my big's name though, but could you find him? And I'm like, okay, this is interesting. So we did. We found Ozzy, and he's like, give him my number. I'm like, oh, all right. So we give him Ozzy's number, and they end up rekindling. Jorge is stationed with the Navy in Virginia right now, and he said that the reason he needed to talk to Ozzy was to just tell him thank you. They were only matched for, they were matched for 5 years, and then he just left abruptly. His family moved away, and there was never that closure piece of what was going on. So Jorge said he couldn't remember his big's name, but he always said please. He always said thank you. Like, he taught him manners and consistency and showing up every day. And so he just said that's why I am who I am and why I have a good job. And he's now a big in Virginia.
That is amazing. What a great picture, right?
Yeah.
So that's the impact. I mean, and like you said, 5 years of that connection, and if it was an hour a day or an hour a couple times, not that it's every day, but I just imagine how meaningful that can be. If only Jorge would have dabbed in his picture like his little is dabbing, had matching dabs. But
he's very posed,
and I love it that this is potential, and that's so true, right? And that's what I think. When come back to that, school mentoring is an option. So for people that have a job that says yes, go ahead, I hope that they seize it, because from where you work in Muscatine to the school that you're going to go to, it's a very short drive. Nothing is too far, right? I mean,
we have people from Monsanto, and they probably have the furthest commute, right? So they come into the schools in Muscatine. So if they don't complain about the driving, then nobody can.
No excuses.
Are
there a certain amount? The question that we always ask is how many kids are waiting to be matched for a big, which you can answer in a moment. But are there a certain amount of those kids that are waiting for a big that find themselves in that school mentor, or is that up to the big themselves? I'm assuming the kids that are waiting would be happy to be matched with someone, whether it was during school hours or outside of it. Is that more correct?
Yeah. So I don't have a easy answer.
Sure.
Yes.
That's okay.
And no. So when the kids come into our program, they get to choose with their families what is the best fit for them.
Gotcha.
Sometimes that's community-based. Sometimes it's in school. If they have a ton of siblings and really just want to get out of their house and have their one-on-one time, then community-based is probably the best for them. There's Caitlin and Sarah.
There's Caitlin.
Yeah. Deb and Nevaeh. They're good too. They're such a good match. They volunteer all over the place together.
So cool to see these
matches. So community-based, the parents are more involved in the sense that we have to do a training with them and those kinds of things as well. But if we have kids on the school-based list, and Kathy's our enrollment person, and if she interviews a volunteer and they want to do community-based, she knows all those kids that are waiting. And so she may say, this is the perfect kid, we need to get them in the community-based program because they'll be a good match. And so we just communicate that and it works out. But you get to choose, whether you're a big or a little, which program is the best fit for you.
So what's the number as of January 7th, 2019, kids that are waiting?
We're almost at 50.
I never like when it's that high.
I know.
I was hoping you were going to say like 22 or 0. I don't think you'll ever be able to say 0. I mean,
No.
perfect world, right?
Yeah.
Almost at 50 kids. Ay. And as far as that list, is that you talk about the family's choice to get the children. Now, is it also something that can be identified at the school level? Like parents, educators, are they able to say, I think that this person might benefit from your program? Because
Yes.
as a parent myself, I don't know how I would feel if if one of my kids' teachers was like, hey, we think they could benefit from, I'd be like, well, I feel like I'm not doing my job. And so.
And we do have parents that say that, but I mean, it takes a village, right?
Oh,
like how many
100%.
times have you called your mom and been like,
every week I need my mom's help.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want
sometimes-
people to have that perception that it's like you're not doing enough.
Right,
but it
exactly.
does take so
This
much.
is an extra thing that you
Yes,
can add
absolutely.
for your kid. And I'll tell you, it does not matter what your economic status is. It's
Sure.
just, we define it as we will serve a child with adversity. Adversity is such a word that could mean anything.
Yep.
So it really could be that they need that extra attention, or that, maybe poverty is the reason that your
Sure.
family could use a little extra support. But it doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be that you're a single parent, or maybe it is because you're a single parent.
Sure.
It really is whatever that kid needs. Everybody responds differently to their living situations, and it's just finding that supportive person. And it's a friendship too. Nobody's coming in and being you in that home.
Yeah. They're not trying to take over your role as a parent.
Right. And
No
we
way.
have parents that, through word of mouth, I would say, is when they become most comfortable, that their friends enrolled a child, or they get to know one of our staff in a different capacity, and then they're like, okay, we could trust you guys a little bit to make this decision for us. So people develop those relationships with us on the outside, and then it helps a little bit in that program as well.
Well, it's also important to, how many years has Big Brothers Big Sisters been in Muscatine County?
Over 20.
Right. So 20 years of a proven track record doing the right thing.
Right.
So, and I'm assuming that helps, right? When people maybe are a little bit apprehensive, you can say, we've been around, here are the success stories. You can point to examples, bigs that have, been with different kids throughout the course of the years and the impact that they've had. But then also just, again, understanding that it's a resource available, right? I think that's so important. It's like you're not, there's no cost associated. It's just sort of like, we're here to help. And what I always tell people that I know that are maybe interested is, I'm always assuming there's kids on the list. I just try and tell them to call you. And now you say there's almost 50, and I can't stop thinking about that number of little people that are waiting to get matched up.
Whatever you have an interest in. So I recently just became a big sister myself.
Wow,
so
that's
I know.
Cool. Yeah.
Very exciting. My little is awesome. She gets so excited over the littlest thing. So she comes to the Y a lot too. So we'll just pick a day each week where I leave the office, check out of that part of the world for a little bit, and we'll go play basketball, which I'm not good at, but we chase balls together. And then we'll do our nails. So that's been a huge thing for her to just put on those little color street nails, right?
That's awesome.
That's the best thing, and she's showing people when she leaves, and any confidence boosters where we can just be silly and have fun like that.
That's so true though, right? Have you ever looked at, it would be such a tough thing, I was going to say a study, but I don't know how you would look at, and maybe it's connected to grades, but the success rate of children that started in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. Of course, academically there's a boost, but socially, and that's the one that's probably hardest to measure and say, here's how I know our program is successful. But I guarantee you, like you said, that confidence can go such a long way for someone that's maybe just not feeling adequate, or I can't even imagine that the
measuring
world,
those soft skills, and it's such a hard thing to do because you'd have to survey every single student.
Correct.
And so it's hard. The school district does a really great job helping us out with data and looking at metrics to see how they're doing, but it's still a very difficult thing to measure. There is a longevity study that Canada has done, the Big Brothers Big Sisters of Canada, and so Big Brothers Big Sisters of America is actually working to replicate that study here in the United States. But finding people that were littles and that can now come and tell us all about their successes and things is difficult.
I forget a lot of times that my wife was a little at one point, and she had a great experience. Her big died tragically in a car accident, which was tough. But she had a really good experience during her time with that big. And I know that there's so many stories like that. And yes, for sure, the success story of someone that was a little then becoming a big. I mean, that's like the ultimate.
Yeah.
Like, we've done our job. But really, it takes anybody. So for you as the director, just now taking on a little, like, that's super exciting. You're busy enough to be able to do that. I love it. So now there's like no excuse, y'all. The boss has a little. I mean, really, if you're thinking about it, and I know that there's people that are watching this that might be retired. Our cable audience seems to be a little bit of an older age, which is great. You're marvelous. Keep watching. Never know what's going to happen. But it doesn't matter, like, if you're at that point in your life where you're an empty nester and you're like, I'm so bored now, I don't have the kids around, or if you're a grandparent but you're retired and you're just looking for another way to give back.
So we have programming in Tipton, and our oldest, I don't even know how old she is now.
Yeah.
She might be 90.
Oh my gosh.
If she's not, I'm really sorry. But she's,
awesome.
She was like, I'm too old, and then she's like, no, I'm not. I'm going to do it. And she's a great big. So if you...
There's something called a great big?
She's a great big.
That's awesome. You made it up?
She's great, and she's a big.
A great big.
She's a great big.
Run with it.
Yeah.
Great big.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be a grandpa. I'm going to be a great big grandpa, maybe.
Yeah, you could.
Maybe not literally. I keep losing weight, but still, I could be a big. I think. Yeah, she's 90 years old and did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's wonderful, and her little does not care that she's older, and that's the question. Like, they don't want to hang out with an old person like me. I just had a guy tell me that at a birthday party on Saturday. He says, I'm too old, they don't want to hang out with me. Yeah, they do. They really do. Anyone that can give them a pat on the back, or just say like, hey, let's get out of here and go have ice cream. You're their best friend. That's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, the conversations are worth it, right? The connection is worth it. And even if it is, and I'm not downplaying the school mentoring program, but I mean, people watching are probably thinking, like, really, is that going to make a difference? Yes, it is. 100%. 100%. For a kid that's on the list to come off of the list, and then even if your first interactions are awkward, I'm sure they will be. Take a little while to get used to each other. Just like getting to know anybody that's going to be a friend that you see consistently, but so be it.
Yeah.
It's so worth it right away.
And kids are usually better at it than adults. Like, they'll ease that moment for you. Like, you'll go in nervous, like, are they going to like me? And kids are just like, hey, we're best friends now.
How's it going?
What are you doing later? Can you pick me up 5 times this week? And no. So, yeah, there's staff that are there to support you through the entire thing and make sure that it's safe. Because sometimes there are tough conversations and things that your little ones to talk about. And if you don't have kids, or maybe your kids are young, and my little is a 6th grader, so I don't have middle schoolers, but I might need a little help. Like, how do I talk to her about this? Or if she has her first boyfriend, I'm like,
oh my gosh, stop it.
Yeah, don't hang out with boys. Boys are gross.
We are gross people.
So
that's what I'm going to tell my
That's
daughter.
Jennifer. She's my match support, actually.
Jennifer!
So she could help me with things like that.
That's the thing, right? There's all this support there. Nobody is just matched up and like, well, good luck, see you later.
Yeah,
No, the infrastructure is there. And I'm glad that we're looking at pictures of the Bowl for Kids' Sake, annual fundraiser, great event that you've done that is so crucial to helping big brothers, big sisters in Muscatine County continue to operate. A little bit of a change of when Bowl for, I don't know how much you're ready to announce or discuss,
no, that's
but
fine.
It'll be coming up a little bit later in the year, but
Yes.
when it'll be a little bit warmer outside, which I like, by the way.
Yeah, I hope people will want to come inside.
Yes, it's always
unless
cold.
the Rose Bowl wants to, like,
No, it's always air
move it
conditioned at the
outside.
Rose Bowl. Are you kidding me? When they had that arcade thing, we would go down there when it was 98 degrees outside, and it was like a meat locker in there.
Yeah.
It's fabulous.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little nervous about it because it is different, and so we're definitely ready to announce everything about it. So it's going to be July 13th.
Okay, there's the date.
If somebody can tell me that I'm wrong, I'd like to know that, because I'm trying to get that week, where like all those baseball tournaments kind of take a break and we're not at fair yet.
July 13th is a Saturday.
It's a Saturday, yes. So we'll do a couple sessions that day again. Everything will run similar to how it has in the past. But we're contacting people. Normally we'd be saying, okay, in a couple weeks, sign your team up. But we're not there yet.
Right.
So we'll keep announcing those deadlines and dates as things get closer. But we're hoping it'll be a good turnout.
Well, listen, I think if anything, having it during the summer is so beneficial. School's done.
Yes.
There's not the likelihood of, maybe baseball, softball, whatever. It's hopefully city ball's done by then. But a lot more potential for people to show up. Like,
Yeah,
don't
I
go
hope
on
so.
vacation July 13th.
Yes,
What are you going to
no,
do?
please
It's
don't.
after the 4th of July. You can't light off any fireworks.
Right.
Come to Bowl for Kids Day.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, get signed up. Can they sign up now, or is it way too early?
If
Website
you call
probably
me
be
and you say I really want to have a team,
would-
I'm going to make sure you have a lane. So you
Yeah.
could, but for simplicity, maybe wait just a little.
No. Let's do this. Let's incentivize people because they like to be
Okay.
incentivized. The first team, how many are on the team again?
6.
The first team of 6.
I know that's not real bowling. Someone told me you should only have 5 on a team, but 6 because we're efficient.
What do we got? The bowling police here? It's a fundraiser for Big Brothers Big Sisters in Muscatine County. Bowling police, take a day
It's
off.
okay. I didn't know that. That's good to know, though.
Yeah, that's wonderful. It's a fundraiser. Go have fun. You're not trying to roll a perfect game, you turkey. I mean, come on, let's have fun with this, right? A bowling team
It's
is
fun.
5. How dare you? You really got the highbrow on the bowling team thing?
No.
Come on.
It wasn't a negative thing, I promise.
No,
it
it's
was
funny
just,
though. I don't know why I got so
6?
heated about it.
I
I think it's
don't
the
know
espresso
either.
in my Starbucks. And my Sicilian blood is quick to boil on a Monday morning. What I was going to say is, for the first team to get signed up, we'll give you a $25 Hy-Vee gift card, just as an incentive. So bring the team to Hy-Vee and grab lunch or dinner on us or whatever. So if you're watching and you're thinking about doing Bowl for Kids' Sake, if that is an incentive for you to call Lindsay at the Y and be the team
Sure.
that signed up January 7th,
Yeah, that'd be
or
fine.
sometime this week, let's let it run for the rest of the week. Like, I encourage you to do so because, yes, July 13th seems like a ways away. It'll be here before we know it.
Yes.
Time goes by very quickly, and we just don't want anybody to forget about that. So July 13th, Bowl for Kids' Sake, ready to roll. Have you thought about any type of theme? I know that they've been themed over the years.
They have. I don't know if themes work or not.
Okay.
I haven't decided. I don't know if that's a big draw or not. So we do have a new brand, and I think we'll, unless somebody has a theme idea, and then maybe we could run with it. But otherwise, we're going to go simple, and we're really just going to stick to our brand and
Good.
talk about the potential and
Sure.
what our mission is. And so hopefully that, so I'm wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
You have a new shirt
So
now.
excited.
So
I'm like really
we'll-
honored. Thank
yeah.
you. Look at how good this shirt looks. Ooh, it's soft too.
It is soft.
Cody,
Yes.
give everybody that. Look at that. I will absolutely wear. I tell people all the time, Lindsay, I am a billboard. I will wear shirts.
Perfect.
I'm not destitute, but I will take a free shirt and wear it, and
All right.
I will be visible. Happy to do it. Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing that I could think of as far as any type of theme, quote unquote, maybe a Christmas in July.
Oh, that
But
could
I don't
be
know if anybody
fun.
wants to dress like Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Well, and there's other.
Right.
There are other Big Brothers Big Sisters that do Bowl for Kids' Sake in the summer, and
Yeah.
it's always like a summer bowl.
Sure.
So they theme it around like
Christmas
summer
in July.
sports or like a luau or yeah.
You could
So-
have it be the gift that keeps on giving, right?
Yeah,
I
it
don't know.
is. Jorge and
That story is so
Ozzy
amazing.
were the perfect example of
Oh
that.
my gosh.
So yeah, and I know you did Over the Edge, so
I did
that
Over
was a
the
big
Edge. Yeah,
fundraiser
yeah, yeah.
for us last year as well.
And that's coming back for 2019.
It is coming back,
Okay.
but one of the individuals that went over the edge was a former Little, and she actually was interviewed with the Voice of Muscatine.
Okay.
And she shared with them that she'll say that she's been matched for over 20 years. Her big sister actually walked her down the aisle at her wedding.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so, and those are local stories, so.
That is so powerful. And
There's some people going over.
terrifying. There's Lindsay.
There's me.
Tell everybody. keep
That's
it-
my scared face.
Go back
I think.
to yeah. No, I had the exact same face. Tell people it doesn't matter when they tell you to sit in the harness. There's
That's the
nothing
scary part.
that is the worst. That was not the worst part. That was the most thrilling part for me.
Yes.
They're telling me to sit in the harness, and I'm like, the thing that's around my legs is going to support my entire body.
Yeah.
I was like, you people are nuts. And then sure enough, they were right.
But they were
And it was a
amazing.
blast.
I
Oh, they
trusted
were-
them.
Yes.
I really did. The minute they told me something was going to work or do this, I was like, okay.
It
but
worked to a T.
trusting myself to
Right.
pull that lever, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
I didn't trust myself.
You mean to
very
tell me
much.
that
Like,
this little lever, I'm going to control the speed at which I go down the side of a building
Yeah.
in downtown
So
Muscatine?
you just saw Stephanie Dietrich too. So she's a big sister. She works for CBI, which is a great supporter of the community.
And she's a
then
great
she's
photographer,
a
yeah.
great photographer.
Yeah.
So her and Galen Hill actually
Right.
teamed the day. So they were up there harnessed all day, and the horrible weather. We're sorry about that. The weather was not supposed to be like that.
We cannot complain.
It was
Lindsay
so
Phillips,
cold.
we cannot complain about the weather. Do you remember how windy it was the next day? There's no way we could have had it that day.
Yeah.
So we'll
it was
take the
good.
rain and the cold because that
70 degrees the week before, though,
Right.
and sunny. Like, that was not fair. So this year,
the date moved up. Is that
we're
correct?
doing it a little earlier. Yeah. So September 21st is our tentative day. We still
Nice.
have to go through the formalities to lock in the building and do some
Sure.
other things. So there could be changes, but we think that September 21st is going to be the day. So it should be nice. And
So fun.
there's people that told me they wanted to do it, but we didn't call them out enough. So Joni Axel,
Oh,
that's
snap.
the official. You
Dropping
have
the
to
mic.
go over the edge. She really wanted to go, so I want to make sure that she gets that
You
opportunity.
just called out Joni Axel.
Yeah, she
Wow.
wants to go over. She told me that. I wouldn't just call her out.
No,
I
that's
didn't know
great.
she-
If anybody likes calling people out or getting fired up about bowling rules, it's
Yeah.
me, apparently.
And she's a great person to go
Joni's
over.
fantastic.
She
yeah.
would be amazing.
It was
Yeah.
absolutely terrifying. There's no other way to describe it. I don't really have a fear of heights, and I say this a lot, but I don't think that I have a fear of heights, but I've also never gone over the side of a building. So
Right.
it was so fun, exhilarating, and again, hearing Mel Steckel from the Y's voice is one of the first ones as you're getting closer to the ground is
Yes.
surprisingly like comforting because it's a familiar voice, and all the people that were there, and knowing that it supports a good cause. But yeah, there was nothing that could have prepared me for that moment of when you start pulling the brake and you're like, I'm walking down. Look at me, I'm plus size Spider-Man walking down the side of the building.
We had
hoping this
Spider-Man
all
there.
works. Spider-Man was there.
Batman was there. That was awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was super fun. So, right, keep that in mind. And there's yours truly.
There
I mean,
it
the
is.
view, though, and everybody kept
We have
saying,
such a pretty town.
they're like, look at the river. And I'm like, I am looking at the river. I'm also looking at the people in the
Yeah.
office buildings that are waving. I have not found the lady that was in the window when I stopped and took
Oh.
the picture. I don't know.
There were a few people
It
that...
was just
Yeah.
great.
So you
9:21
are used to
tentative
this,
date.
but
Sure.
yeah, I had the GoPro on, and I was
Right.
such a dork. I had no idea what to do, so I was like, "Oh, look around!" And like you hear me remind myself to do that,
Yeah.
and so then
I'm not used to wearing a GoPro either. That was weird for me.
you're used to talking and commentating. Like I was,
But
it
when
was
I'm
not
nervous,
good.
I think I'm quiet. I
Oh,
was
okay.
really nervous during that whole thing because I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, and I was getting texts from people because later that night I drove to Iowa City and I DJ'd a wedding, and I was getting texts from people in the wedding like, you're crazy. And I'm like, it's for a good cause. It's going to be fine. But then you get up there and you're like, it's for a good cause. It's going to be fine. And then you step out on that ledge and you're like, it's for a good cause. And the harness is going to work, right?
It was very,
Yeah,
it was
no,
good.
and everybody was safe, by the way. So, and they are total
No
experts.
casualties,
So
nothing.
no casualties.
Yeah.
9/21, tentative date for that.
Yes.
July 13th, Bowl for Kids' sake.
Something for everyone. Look
Yes,
at that.
no, literally, and 50 kids waiting to be
Mm-hmm.
matched. So if it's you that are finally deciding to become big,
Mm-hmm.
reach out to Lindsay, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Muscatine County, housed inside the Y. Brett was here the other day
Yes.
talking about how you have the best location inside
We
the Y
really do. Mm-hmm.
between yourself and Jason with Special Olympics. Best setup, right? There's a conference room,
Yes.
and then there's Special Olympics and Big Brothers Big Sisters. Community-based mentoring, school-based mentoring, the support to do it. For people that are going to see this, reach out. How long would it take them to become a big, to get matched up? Would you say that if you called today, it could be a week? Is that
So it
fair,
all
or is it
depends on
longer?
the timing of background checks and your
Gotcha.
availability to go
Okay.
through our training and our interview, which are not intensive processes.
Sure.
I mean, they are, but for good purposes, and
Yeah.
it's very conversational. You will
Sure.
not feel interrogated.
That's
It's just
good.
a good time. But I'll tell you, last year we, in Big Brothers Big Sisters, contributed almost 10,000 volunteer hours to the community. That's awesome. So I think it's really exciting to be part of something like that.
That's huge.
It's a big number, right?
Yeah.
So I think, yep, there you go. 9,000.
9,778 hours.
So
Jeez.
we should tip that this year. It should be over 10,000. I think that should be our goal, and
Easily.
we would need help. So
Yeah, so please consider inside the Muscatine Community Y, you probably have a direct phone number, or is it just the Y number?
Yeah,
I
just
don't
call
wanna
the Y.
Okay, call the Y.
Yeah.
263-9996,
yes,
is that right?
9996.
I have it memorized. That's
good.
not too shabby.
it is.
1823 Logan Street, number on the screen. Social media, yes, great way to reach out. Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Muscatine County, you can find them on there. Also through the Muscatine Y website. Great to have the support of the Y. Certainly the Y is such a better place with the renovations
Yes.
for your program, like you said, to be able to bring your little sister to work, which the Y is work for you, but then to be able to just kind of step away and engage with her.
Our kids played the other day.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Kids Adventure Center is
Got it,
legit. It's just a great space for all of us to burn off a little steam,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I would encourage, I don't know if you sell these, but you should sell them, and everybody should buy them or make a donation, right?
Yeah.
something.
Yep, and we'll have more. We're going to keep trying to.
I love the logo. It's so
I know.
great.
I didn't know how big of a hit they'd be, but we're
No.
definitely going to have to get another order
I wish I could just
so.
wear. I mean, I want to ask Jim Simmons if I could just wear
There's
this
our first
today.
match. They're our first match closing in them. They received them this month. So
Cool.
all of our bigs and littles are getting a shirt. That was the priority and the reason for the order.
Love
Yep.
They're getting outfitted to look good. All right, thank you for coming on. I'll give you the fist bump since I got the
I know.
blister. It's really annoying. Again, though, I feel like I look at my hand and I'm like, I did some work this
Working
weekend.
hands.
Ryan, I'm going to have to send you a picture of what I put together because people are going to think it's ridiculous.
There you
This
go.
cabinet. I told my wife, I was like, next time, floor model. Freshman year, St. Ambrose, 2002. Went to the Menards in Davenport. Of all the things I didn't have was a TV stand. And I'll never forget looking at the TV stands and then looking at the box that had the TV stand in it and just asking the guy, I'm like, can I just buy that one? And he was like, the floor model? And I was like, yes. And I think I even got it on a discount, so I just picked it up and took it into the dorm. And I think I may still have that stand somewhere
There you go.
in storage. So it was decent.
They put
decent,
them
right?
together the best.
Yeah, nobody's
Better
gonna.
than
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you people because I like you people. I had it upside down, so I had this thing all done. This is true. I didn't know if I was gonna share this, and if you follow me on Instagram, pretty funny Instagram story post about it. There might be a curse word in there, but it is what it is. Don't show that, Ryan. There's an F-bomb. I'll just save you at home from looking at that. But and Betsy's remembering seeing it. But what happened was I started to put the drawers in. And I'm realizing that at the bottom drawer, there's a big space. And my wife goes, I think that you got to flip it. So I had to flip it.
That was
So I'm
nice of her to say it like
basically
that, though.
like Bob Vila, Chip Gaines, and Tim the Toolman Taylor all rolled into one.
Yes.
Very embarrassed about that whole thing. But yeah, all right. The lesson here is become a big and buy things that are pre-assembled. That's the takeaway from today's show. All right, let's go to the CVI Bank and Trust aisle cam. Maybe we'll find another big brother or big sister buying produce this morning. And what a morning it is to buy produce, by the way. We do have a Make My Monday deal going on today only. You know, Hy-Vee is a company. We've been trying to put together some fun Monday promotions so that you'll come to the store. And if you love the fuel saver, Ryan Broderson, this Make My Monday happening today. Again, even if you're watching this at 9 o'clock at night, our replays on cable are at 7:30 and 10:30. So it could very much be every bit of 11:05 or 10 after 11. You can still get out to the store, take advantage of the Make My Monday deal, and save on that fuel saver. Every $25 you spend in the health market or produce, 15 cents on your fuel saver. Do the math. The more you spend, the more you save. Spend $50, 30 cents off, and so on. And henceforth, you can save at the gas pump. I saved 35 cents off a gallon on Saturday. Had to fill up the old family truckster, the old dad van, swagger van. I'm looking for the picture I took of the thing that I put together so that I can send it. Ryan, I'll airdrop this to you. That's a technical term for you folks at home, meaning I'm going to send a file from my phone to Ryan's laptop. We're living in the future. Welcome to the future. Let's see. I think it's that one. Okay. Let's go to the Toyota Muscatine cart cam while I wait on the future to connect the tech now. You got that, Ryan? You got it up? Perfect. All right. So we'll get the cart cam ready, and then we'll look at the picture of the thing that I assembled yesterday. I got that hot new blister. There it is right there. 4-drawer filing cabinet. And how about a shout out to the FedEx guy? That was in a box. That was in one box, and it was delivered to my house. The guy one-handed it to the door, and it was just one of those times when I happened to be at the door, and the FedEx guy, he didn't even walk up my stairs. He walked up the hill to my estate, and which I was like, you're going to leave footprints in the grass. Anyways, he's got this thing in one hand. He hands it to me, and I had to use both hands. I got to work out. 75 pounds. This dude's just like, here you go. I'm like, thanks, Hulk. FedEx driver from Muscatine is a Hulk. So go back to the picture one more time. We'll zoom in, Ryan. All right, I know the drawer is a little uneven. Hold it. All right, now go down. Flip it and reverse it a little. Keep going. Lower, 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 lower. See that bottom drawer? There's a big space underneath there. So where the legs are, those had to flip it around a little. I should have just had Delmer put it together. Delmer would have been able to do a much better job than I did. Delmer, I put this together all by myself yesterday. Look at that. 4-drawer filing cabinet. Check that out.
Is that all filled up with your money?
That's right. And all I got out of it was, look at that sweet blister I got. I look like you people, like I actually work.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
You should have hired it done.
I should have had you do it.
You would have a 6-drawer filing cabinet then. You would have got your money's worth.
Somehow there would have been an extra drawer. I got to put my drawers in the drawer. This blister's gross, though. I need to put a Band-Aid on it. All right, cart cam. Let's go. Betsy on the wheels of steel over there, the cart cam. Produce department, if you'll have it. They did kind of a little bit of a reset. Today's secret grocery word is reset. That means they changed how things are laid out a little bit. Welcome to Inside Grocery Training. Is that Bud Light in the grocery section or the produce department? Nice. Bud Light and a thing of peanuts. It's a good combo. I'm going to grab this orange and, well, I guess I do need some Bud Light. So, yes, make my Monday, giving you a chance to save on your fuel saver. As I was saying, I personally saved 35 cents off a gallon when I got gas on Saturday. And it's always nice. I think I saved about $6 on the transaction. Very excited. And I know that you're listening and you're watching the show and you're thinking 35 cents isn't really that big of a deal, Tony. I got free gas the other day, or you paid a penny. Well, good for you. I was excited that I had 35 cents on the fuel saver and I didn't forget to use it. So that was just one of the things. I'm like, I'll forget and I'll check the app sometimes, but the last thing you want to do is not redeem the fuel saver when you have it, right? So no matter what you find yourself saving, use it at Hy-Vee Gas, will you? Hy-Vee Gas, by the way, and I know that there's other places in town that you can use your fuel saver, but Hy-Vee Gas is the only place that will give you 5 cents back if you pump over 10 gallons of gas. So I pumped over 10 gallons of gas, I saved $6, and then I got a nickel back, right? And then I was listening to Nickelback. So there's produce, there's Betsy operating the cart cam, looking good, saving you money today, make my Monday. 15 cents with every 25 bucks you spend. I just like how it looks. Like those new displays look really nice, right? And there's so much variety when it comes to produce. And nobody in town is going to have as fresh or as good a produce as we do. I would challenge you to find better produce. You can't. You can't. We're sticklers about produce. Hashtag always fresh. Plus, Banana makes a great telephone. Little cart cam inception, maybe? If Betsy hangs her right, we'll see. We got the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam pointed over there. Oh, she's going straight. Okay, Betsy. You do you. Maybe she wants to show us. Let's see if she goes left. And she's going to go big left wide turn, coming up on some organic produce. It's all there. That's reminding me that I need to buy some asparagus. I can see it right there. All right. Hey, Banana Phone. Hotline, Banana Phone. Santa Tone and Brian Mueller. Some people just should not shave their goatee. Brian Mueller and me, we should always have a goatee. Look at me. Coming back slowly. Slowly but surely. All right. One of the things that I had mentioned was that it raining. I had wrote down on my paper that, I don't have an umbrella still. And then inevitably there's someone that'll say, well, it's better than snow. Of course, I guess. I mean, rain annoys me, but right, I'd rather have rain than have to shovel. And Facebook reminded me that a couple of years ago on this date, January 7th, bitterly cold. So we're sitting here on a day when we may see temps around 50 degrees in January. It's 50 degrees right now. High of 53. Whoa. This has to mean that we're going to get just a terrible March, February and March. Right? Where is the winter going to be? We had one day when we got 13 and a half inches of snow. And I'm not trying to advocate for more snow. I just don't want it to show up in March when we're getting ready for spring. For that matter, let's just get rid of the severe weather, too. Like, could we have a spring or summer without the risk of a tornado? Give me, you know what? I would take all the snow versus the chance of having to deal with a tornado. That's how much I don't like severe weather. Give me the snow. I'm coming back on the wagon for the snow, Ryan. Bring the snow on. Oh, I'm just looking at the note that I made for the Bears that said that I could kick for the Bears. Sandra Bullock in the movie Bird Box with her Ninja Turtle blindfold on could be a better kicker than the Bears' Cody Parkey. Couple things to mention, then we'll get out of here. Thursday night, let them eat steak. Steak dinner every single Thursday night. You don't have to worry about cooking. What's for dinner? We've got you covered here at Hy-Vee. Does it mean that somebody's thinking of you if you scratch your cheek randomly when you're on a TV show in a grocery store? Who's thinking about me? Stop by the store after 4 p.m. and we'll take care of you at the steak dinner. This week, the opportunity for you is I believe, a New York strip. Ryan Broderson, is that correct? Hit me with that. What happened? Oh, gosh, it's frozen. The internet's frozen. Who hacked us? There we go. Choice New York strip steak, 8 ounce, $8, 12 ounce, $12. Baked potato, choice of vegetable, ready to go, 4 till 7. I'm telling you, until the end of March, every Thursday from 4 till 7, steak dinner. Different type or different cut of steak. We'll keep you updated on that. Pretty good deal. Luann on Facebook chiming in, talking about the fuel saver, said that she saved $1.08 per gallon, saved $14 in total. Good for you, Luann. Wow. That's what I'm saying. I know my 35 cents doesn't seem like a lot, but price of gas Saturday was $1.94. Took 35 cents off. That's the price you pay. It's legitimate, that's for sure. All right, there you go, right? That's who was kicking for the Bears last night. Oh, my gosh. Might as well, right? And I know the thing that people are saying is, well, you know, Cody Parkey hit a couple field goals during the game. Yes, I understand that. It's a team that lost the game last night. It's not one guy. If we really want to get down to brass tacks, welcome to Sports Talk on Hy-Vee today. It's a team effort that lost that game. The stadium was just so quiet. That's what's eerie to me. Just like a hush fell over the crowd. And Mitch Trubisky's face when the field goal was missed was like, huh? He looked so surprised. Khalil Mack was just like, I mean, better than being in Oakland, right? Better than being on the Raiders. So that's the last time we're going to talk about that game. All right. Yes. Is that the best hit, the best of Cody Parkey? You could make a remix with the sound of the ball hitting the goalpost. All right, couple things. We'll get to the job board, and then we'll get out of here. I want to mention the deals at Hy-Vee Gas. So I talked about getting gas with Terry and the crew on Saturday. You walk inside the gas station, and there's an opportunity for you to save and find some deals while you're there. Shout out to Joyce, who just joined us on Facebook, too. Hello, Joyce. So Hy-Vee Gas, right, you're going to fuel up your vehicle, go inside, get that 5 cents back on your fuel saver card, and then when you're inside the gas station, grab a beverage, no matter what you need, coffee, something colder than that, something off the roller grill, right? We've got those deals for January 2019. Check them out on our Facebook page. I reckon. Bingo night. We got bingo night coming up week from today. Holy moly. Am I ready for bingo? Yes is the answer. So that'll be January the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. We'll do bingo in the Market Grill Express. You've still got time to RSVP. You don't have to reserve a table, but you might as well, so you don't have to worry. Starts promptly at 6 p.m. I will start bingo on time, not a minute too late, and it'll be done between 7:15 and 7:30. I know what you're thinking. That doesn't seem like a lot of time to play bingo. We'll get through nearly 20 games of bingo, and I'll give out a $5 gift card for each game of bingo that we play. So you got your bingo card, which I provide. Bring your own dauber, marker, pen, whatever. You win a bingo game, $5 Hy-Vee gift card. You can win more than once, family-friendly, open to everybody. And the last thing that I'll mention before we get to the job board is Game of Thrones trivia. Big deal. A lot of people fired up about this. We have some tables reserved already, and no surprise, Game of Thrones trivia, January 21st in the Market Grill Express. I've got this all ready to go. All the questions are assembled. We just need you to assemble your squad and come out for a good time. 6 till 8. I don't know anything about Game of Thrones. I promise you, if I mispronounce something, it is not on purpose. I'm not trying to be a Weisenheimer. It's just because I've never seen the show. Maybe 20 minutes of the first episode. But I know that a lot of people love Game of Thrones. Join us for a good time. Free-to-play trivia. Prizes for first, second, and third. I almost want to tell y'all what I bought as a giveaway, because we'll do Hy-Vee gift cards. But I did buy something. And I got to figure out how to give this away, because it wouldn't make sense to give it to the winning team, because it would be more of an individual item. I'll save it. I'll show it to you when I get it, and we'll talk more about it. But Game of Thrones trivia, reserved. So for bingo or Game of Thrones trivia, pick up the old banana phone, call 563-264-2420, ask for the Market Grill Express, and reserve your table. They'll get you all taken care of. Team staffing on Lake Park Boulevard. Just around the corner and down the street from where we're at here at Hy-Vee, right across from Happy Joe's, they have several opportunities for y'all to get to work. And again, as I say, if it's not you, maybe it's someone you know that's looking for a better opportunity career-wise. This is Mary. She's got an electromechanic opening. It's swing shift, $16 an hour. You can email Mary your resume. You can call Mary at 316-7634 or visit Team Staffing online or on social media. Brooke McCullough. Brooke, all the folks at Team Staffing are our friends. I saw Marcy yesterday. Brooke's got first and second shift production team members, $11.05 an hour. You can get started immediately. That's the best part with all these job opportunities. You could not have a job today. You could have a job theoretically tomorrow, a day after that. They need to get people hired immediately. 563-316-7636. What do we have left on the board? Thank you. Alan. I love seeing Alan here at Hy-Vee. Alan, one of our best customers and someone that's helping y'all get to work. He's got assemblers, machine operators, and material handlers in search for driven people to join the squad. It says team. I put in squad. 563-316-7638. Reach out to Alan and the crew at Team Staffing Solutions here in the Pearl City. I can't tell you how happy I am to have this shirt, and I will wear it proudly. I will wear this when I get off work and maybe end up at the Y later. I'll be rocking my Big Brothers Big Sisters shirt proudly. I support that organization along with Special Olympics. I love the Y, and I'm very thankful for Lindsay. And what size is it? Is it a 2X? Oh, that's even better. Now that I can fit into a 2X again. You know how much money I'm going to save not having to buy 3XL shirts? That's the best part of it. Listen, I can be real with y'all, right? The best part about losing weight is saving money on clothing. Also, I have like 12 shirts that I probably shouldn't have worn when I was 100 pounds heavier because I got a little bit of that belly hang or the gut hang, whatever you want to say. You lose some weight, and all of a sudden you get all these shirts. It's great. I've even got some clever shirts that I probably shouldn't wear because I'm too old. But it's tremendous, right? So outside of feeling better and it being better for your health, you might have a surprise wardrobe. Now, some of the shirts you wear and it looks like you're swimming in them, like this one, I understand. But the benefits are there, friends. And if I can do it, you can do it. So if you're trying to stick to that New Year's resolution, look at this guy as proof. Up until June 4th, I was the guy that would see people post things on social media where they would try a diet like the keto diet or whatever, and they would have success, and I thought, it can't be that easy. That can't be me. And that's all it was diet. That's it. Diet, little tiny bit of exercise. If I exercised more, quite frankly, I'd be too skinny. I'd be like Delmer. You don't want that. You don't want the host of Hy-Vee Today to be Delmer. Unless you do, email us and maybe we'll switch jobs. I'll run the deli and he can host the show. That's fine. If you want it to be Hy-Vee Today with Delmer, good. You'll have it. Betsy's jumping up and down. She would rather have it be that show. That's fine with me. That's good. All right. Thanks again, Lindsay Phillips. This shirt will get some good use. Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Muscatine County. There are 50 kids on their waiting list right now. Consider getting involved. Let's get that number at least cut in half, if we could do that. 50 kids looking for an opportunity to be paired up with the big, and that could be you. Reach out to Lindsay. We'll see you tomorrow. Full show this week. Hy-Vee Today. No breaks anytime soon. And if you know someone that should be a guest on this show, we are booking through the end of February. Still got some opportunities in January. Email me, hyveetoday@gmail.com. We would love to talk to you. That's it for today. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust, Toyota, Muscatine, and Team Staffing. We'll do it again tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day or a good evening if you're watching us on MPW Channel 5 with the replays. Goodbye, y'all. And a special shout out, if I may, Sinclair Tractor. DJ'd their Christmas party on Saturday. Was a lot of fun. Yeah. So now what? Is Delmer going to take over my show and my DJ business? Great. It's all happening. All right. That's it. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community. Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.
First, make sure you stop by Cheese Island, the January cheese of the month. We have it taller, ready to go. Most imitated cheese. Check this out. The U.S. is delivered twice a day to local dairy farms. Only 10 cows each. These 35 cows to produce 1 wheel of this cheese, and you can find it right here at your